Yeah, this afternoon, we are here on a farm I call Anointed
Integrated Farms.
Integrated Farms. And this is the owner of the farm. Please, can we meet you?
I'm Adesuyi by name. And actually, I studied electronics telecommunications.
Wow.
But farming has been my passion when I was in a primary school. So then we do buy from these 3 weeks orcas. So I raise it for festive seasons. And after my secondary education, I continued. Then during my service here in Jos, I was fortunate to serve at the Ministry of Defense. So many of the armies, they have farms.
Yeah.
So I work in their farms voluntarily because of the passion so that I can learn. And eventually when I go back to Lagos, they started calling me, Samuel, have you started your farm? And that same year, 2010, December, I started with poultry business. So that was how I got into poultry business.
Now, do you always have this stock? Like when you started, like how many birds did you start with?
Actually, when I started with 200 birds. And due to lack of experience, and let me mention this, Dr. Ayo Trevet was my guidance then, and she told me so many things, but then I was like trying to know so many things at the time. And she said experience will teach you, and the first terrible experience I had then was Lasota failure. The vaccine has dropped the temperature, has lost the temperature
Before you go to the
before I got to the farm. So I supposed not to use it. I have to go and get very chilled water to mix it, thinking that it will bring it back. But eventually, out of 200 birds, I lost 108, remaining 92 then. And that 92 still gave me a lot then. Gave me a lot. I think then on 92 I was still getting about 20,000 naira at the end of the month. I'm talking of 2010, 2011. So it was a lot of money for me. So actually, that really encouraged me to continue.
You have gained a lot. Because you mentioned vaccine failure, and that's why I like to chip in. That's why we encourage cold chain when it comes to vaccine distribution and maybe taking to the farm. We must ensure that a vaccine maintain that cold chain right from the place we're buying it and from the time that we're going to use it at the farm. But I'm sure that you have learned a great lesson from that. Now, on a general note, will you say that poultry business is profitable for you?
For me, it's one of the best business. And in this business, I've really met a lot of people. Now you are one of them. You don't know me when I know you. And I advertise you to people. I don't know you in person. It was Mr. Peter, I think you are accountant or financial director. When I was in dear need of help, he said, let me meet Oga. And eventually, I do see, he said, that's Oga. I said, I don't know you. I only see you within your compound. And apart from that, there is this man before, one of his wife, Adura Foam in Lagos. The day I met that woman, she sold old layers, and she made a statement that the best business she has ever known is poultry business. I said, what is wrong with the people that are making money rituals? That the money you use to do that, you can invest in poultry business. Poultry business has really lifted me. I was down once, I stuck my neck because I don't run away from challenges. And that's why you can still see me here today. There was a time I raised up to 500 birds. That was after the first set of 200. The next set was 500. And due to lack of experience, I fall again from 500 to 230 birds. Yet, I persisted. That 230 birds then was giving me, I'm talking about 8-9 years ago, was giving me about 65,000 naira at the end of the month. I still have the record there. I keep those records. So because of that, now I brought my parents to this business. My younger sister is into this business. One of my father in the Lord is into this business because of what I enjoy I want people around me to be
to
practical
also
of it.
experience it. Okay, now all along that you have been doing this business, can you have you gotten a loan from anywhere? If yes, how did you cope? How does the loan help you? What is
Actually,
your experience in terms of getting loan for poultry farming?
thank you, sir. Actually, I am one of those that do advise people when you are investing in the poultry business, don't go for loan. Because of the fear I have, I wouldn't encourage anybody to do that. But it got to a point after the crisis we had due to bird flu, and I couldn't cope. I have a friend who is one of the branch manager at Asion Microfinance Bank. She said, Bro Sam, you may not get back if you don't get loan, and because of that I have to go for loan. And after that, Access Bank do help small scale business like myself, and I have to go for the loan as well, of which you have to pay within 3 months. I've been paying up, trying not to default. So, but for a starter, a beginner, I wouldn't advise you go for any loan, whatever. Some people, I've had testimonies of people, even very close to us here, they started on the large scale, they invested their own personal money, got bank loans, and in less than 2 years, they crashed out. And when I met the man, the only thing, the man is a good there, the only thing the man told me was that, thank God I have the land capital as part of my take home. So, and I have my landlady, though I'm no more in that house now, she did not get loan to start the business. She used her personal money up to 5 million naira. I'm talking of 10 years ago. Due to mismanagement and some other things, they lost out. And when she was sharing the experience with me, she said, thank God it was not a bank loan. But for anybody to say I'm going for any kind of loan at all, you must have gotten to a level to say, come what may, I have something to give in return if there is any challenges.
Yeah, I think I like that. When you are starting a business, don't start with a loan.
No.
Make sure that you have gotten to a comfortable place, that maybe you just need some degree of expansion, then you can go to that. Let's delve into some of your operation. Can I see your record book?
Yeah, I have it here. This for a bash.
Yeah, I can see that you have a very good record keeping, and this is what many farmers don't do. Many farmers don't keep record. As veterinarians, when we get to farm, the first thing we want to see is your record.
Yeah.
We were not here last week. The moment we see your farm record, we are able to detect what is going on, and we'll be able to give relevant advice. Now, I can see that your mortality is almost zero. This is fantastic. This is very good.
For this month so far.
Yeah. For this month so far, I can only see there's just like two mortality, which is very good. Because this is what normally discourages some people from coming to farming business. They will tell you that all the boss will die. But if you actually do what you're supposed to do correctly, you are not likely to experience that. Another thing I can see your production pattern. In fact, I'm seeing 80% here.
80%.
Yeah. Now, by the time you are making 80% production, which I know that you can still get better than this, but I think is a very good result, which you must also make sure that it is maintained. Now, I also see the way your drinkers, your water cable is being made. One good comment I want to make is about this, and this is commendable. You can see that each of the pipe that brings water to them is separate. This is good, because with this you'll be able to flush them directly. Now, in some farm, you see that everything is linked up together. And by the time they link up everything together, it will be difficult to flush out
the particular line.
The particular line. Because from time to time, it's important that we continue to flush out the line. So, Anointed, I must commend your efforts. Just like another farm I visited yesterday, I can see that your poultry house is neat. and it's dry enough, and this is what we want to continue to say. Before we go, what advice will you have for the young ones? You know, many people they are just japping, they don't want to do anything.
Thank you, sir. Likewise to me, my kind of person is to have a mentor. By the grace of God, I brought him into this business. I was nursing that ambition, and he said, why can't you make your money here? And before you go anywhere, you are going either to relax or to go for some other business. And now, one of these Nigerian filmmaker, either something Afolayo, made mention of something. It was in probably UK or US, and he was showing a video of some Nigerians sleeping in a car garage, and he said, you will raise 20 million naira to jackpot to a foreign country where you don't know your future. And I was talking to my colleague that if you have that money, 20 million naira,
You can start something.
you can start something, either poultry business, crop farming, or piggery. The only thing I advise even my colleagues is this: don't leave your business in the hand of anybody. Monitor and manage it yourself. So within a short time, I'm telling you, you will get your money back. We pray we don't have deadly challenges. Definitely challenges will come, but if you stock your neck, you will overcome.
Interesting. So finally, you know that in any business, sales is important, marketing is important. What will you say about the sales of the product of your farm? I'm talking about eggs.
The heads
You have enough customer, or you need more customers, or
can never add enough customer. That is my belief. Why? We believe our customers at times, they act, permit me to use this word, they act like prostitutes. If they are not satisfied with a particular man today, they shift to another man tomorrow. So if you say you have a satisfied enough customer today, don't rely on them. You may have some standing customer that come what may, they are always with you. Good. Yet they may not be enough. The best customer is to your business is yourself. That is why you see some farmers, especially the big ones, they have egg depot outside. At the same time, they keep some customers within the farm. Why? If those customers they keep within the farm fail today, they have a place to put their eggs, because they know people must surely come to buy the egg, and that is outside the farm vicinity.
that's good. Thank you so much, Anointed. It's been a wonderful time with you, for sharing your experience with us, and I'm very, very happy that you are somebody that keep the vision. You know, you told us that you had this interest right from when you were young, and today you are not going around begging anybody for anything. You are satisfied with the little you are doing, and we believe that this farm will be greater than this.
Amen.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.